Hello, everyone. Welcome to this lesson on euphemism. So, what is euphemism? So, so these are expressions we use in English to replace other expressions or words that are considered to be too harsh, direct, or impolite. So, we're trying to soften things up a bit and make it easier on the ears. So let's look at the first category of euphemism, and that's talking about death and dying. So usually, death and dying is not an easy thing to talk about. It's not an easy experience. So we use words just to make it more acceptable. So let's look at the euphemism. So the first one is late, passed away, no longer with us, resting in peace, and dearly departed. So far we have not mentioned the word death or dying or dead. So let's look at some examples with these euphemisms we just saw. So the first one is the late Prime Minister of Canada, Pierre Trudeau, served the country for several years. So late here is being used as an adjective. So the next one is his father passed away 5 years ago. Much better than saying he died 5 years ago. The next one is her grandfather is no longer with us. Again, much more pleasant. We would like to say a few words about our dearly departed John. Here, seems like John was well liked when he was alive, so he's described as as dearly departed. And last but not least, everyone would like to believe that their loved ones are no longer in pain, so we say the person is resting in peace. So the next category that is unpleasant to talk about, not easy to talk about, is war. So the first euphemism is collateral damage. Friendly fire. Friendly does not go with fire, but we use that in English. And the next one is armed intervention. So let's look at the meanings. So collateral damage here means when an attack kills innocent people or damages homes, hospitals, schools, etc. So no one wants to say we kill innocent people, we damage their homes. So it's described as collateral damage. The next one is armed intervention. So this simply means a military attack. Again, no one wants to say this country attacked another country, all the time. It's described as an armed intervention. They made an armed intervention, or they carried out an armed intervention. So the next one is friendly fire again. Friendly does not go with fire. So this is when an army kills people on its own side. Very unfortunate, and it's usually by accident. So another area where in English we need to be very careful when we're talking about something that it's unpleasant, it's horrible, it's bad, but we don't necessarily want to use those words. So if something wasn't good enough, we would describe it as saying it wasn't up to scratch. So if someone cooks you a meal and it wasn't that great, you don't want to say, oh, it wasn't good or it was horrible. You would say it wasn't up to scratch. So another example here is if something was pretty bad, unsatisfying, you said it left a lot to be desired. So that's how you would say that. And the last one here is that was a questionable idea. So there are problems with this idea. So let's say there's a presentation or again an idea or even someone's behavior could be described as questionable. And just a bonus here. So to talk about someone being, stupid, you don't really want to say those words. The person is not very intelligent, or we say the person is a dimwit in English. You would say he or she is not the sharpest pencil in the box, or he or she's not the sharpest tool in the box. I mean, in the shed. So not the sharpest pen in the box and not the sharpest tool in the shed. So that's it on our lesson on euphemism. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.